Seiten.
President Trump, why did you cancel the meeting with Chuck Schumer?
All I got from the United Nations was an escalator that on the way up stopped right in the middle. If the First Lady wasn't in great shape, she would have fallen. But she's in great shape. We're both in good shape. We both stood. I ended 7 wars, dealt with the leaders of each and every one of these countries, and never even received a phone call from the United Nations offering to help in finalizing the deal. And Europe has to step it up. They can't be doing what they're doing. They're buying oil and gas from Russia while they're fighting Russia. It's embarrassing to them, and it was very embarrassing to them when I found out about it. It's time to end the failed experiment of open borders. You have to end it now. See, I can tell you. I'm really good at this stuff. Your countries are going to hell. Germany was being led down a very sick path, both on immigration, by the way, and on energy. They were going green, and they were going bankrupt. And the new leadership came in, and they went back to where they were, with fossil fuel and with nuclear, which is good. It's now safe.
Today, no one but ourselves can guarantee security. Only strong alliances, only strong partners, and only our own weapons. The 21st century isn't much different from the past. If a nation wants peace, it still has to work on weapons. It's sick. But that's the reality. Not international law, not cooperation. Weapons decide who survives. Excellencies, you know perfectly well international law doesn't work fully unless you have powerful friends who are truly willing to stand up for it. And even that doesn't work without weapons. It's terrible, but without it, things would be even worse.
Similarly, the Kiev regime, which seized power as a result of an anti-constitutional coup organized by the West in 2014, has set a course for the elimination of the canonical Ukrainian Orthodox Church and the legislative eradication of the Russian language in all spheres, in education, culture, and the media. Ukraine is the only country in the world that has legislatively banned the use of the native language of almost half of its population. Moreover, threats of the use of force against Russia are increasingly being made. Russia is being accused of almost planning to attack the North Atlantic Alliance and the European Union countries. President Putin has repeatedly debunked these provocations. Russia has never had and does not have any such intentions. However, any aggression against my country will be met with a decisive response. There should be no doubt about this among those in NATO and the EU who not only are telling their voters that war with Russia is inevitable and are forcing them to tighten their belts, but are also openly talking about preparations for an attack on our Kaliningrad Oblast and other Russian territories.
Syria is reclaiming its rightful place among the nations of the world. This announcement is the echo of a great people's will, a people who forged glory throughout the ages, who rose again from beneath the rubble to restore their rights and freedom and dignity. On behalf of the Syrian people, I extend gratitude to everyone who stood by the Syrian cause, who aided Syrians in their tragedy, and who welcomed them in their countries, and to all nations and peoples who rejoiced in the victory of the Syrian people's will. And I particularly thank Turkey, Qatar, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and all Arab and Islamic states, the United States of America, and the European Union. And before I conclude, let me affirm, the suffering Syria endured, we wish upon no one. We are among the peoples most deeply aware of the horrors of war and destruction. For this reason, we stand firmly with the people of Gaza.
I hereby declare once more before this assembly that Iran has never sought and will never seek to build a nuclear bomb. we do not seek nuclear weapons. This is our belief based on the edict issued by the supreme leader and by religious authorities. Therefore, we never sought weapons of mass destruction, nor will we ever seek them. Whereas those who disturb the peace and stability in the region lies in Israel, but Iran is the one that is being punished for those actions. We Iranians have extended our power in the world not by producing and employing nuclear weapons, nor by the slaughter of hundreds of thousands in the 20th century, nor by genocide and the imposition of starvation upon the children in Gaza in the 21st century, and not even through the historic empires of Iran, but rather through a culture of human fellowship and the message of empathy of universal sages such as Rumi, Hafiz, Saadi, who 8 centuries ago declared human beings are members of a whole, in creation of one essence and soul.
Meine Damen und Herren, Sie sehen jetzt live das Ereignis in New York im großen Saal der Vereinten Nationen. Der angekündigte Redner Benjamin Netanyahu, der israelische Premier, ist am Pult und einige, wir können noch nicht abschätzen, wie viele der Delegierten verlassen den Saal aus Protest gegen Netanyahu, gegen die Politik seiner Regierung. Wir sehen dann tatsächlich sehr gelichtete Reihen. Und da kann auch der Sprecher der Generalversammlung anscheinend jetzt mit seinen Ordnungsrufen noch nicht wirklich durchdringen.
Unsere Piloten haben Irans Luftabwehr neutralisiert, haben den Himmel über dem Iran übernommen und sie haben gesehen, dass israelische Piloten und amerikanische B-2-Piloten die Atomstätten bombardiert haben. Ich möchte Präsident Trump für seine starke Unterstützung danken.
Im Juni, als Israel die Atomanlagen im Iran angriff, sagte der deutsche Bundeskanzler Merz die Wahrheit. Er sagte, Israel macht die Drecksarbeit für uns alle. Passend für uns ist jedes zivile Opfer eine Tragödie, für die Hamas ist jedes zivile Opfer eine Strategie. Sie benutzt die Opfer als menschlichen Schutzschild in ihrem bösen Krieg gegen Israel.
Das sind die Leute, denen Sie einen Staat geben wollen. Was Sie tun, ist, die größte Belohnung an intolerante Fanatiker zu geben, die Massaker vom 7. Oktober unterstützt haben und bejubelt haben. Den Palästinensern einen Staat zu geben, eine Meile von Jerusalem entfernt, nach dem 7. Oktober, ist wie Al-Qaida einen Staat zu geben, eine Meile von New York entfernt.